All right, we're here in week 7, first week of February of distance learning. Just a couple things here. One, I introduced this reading last week. This is the entire chapter from the Cause of War. So this will have all the sections from the Algerian War in there. Last week we really focused on kind of the entire idea, or the first week, the entire chapters, kind of looking through where we're going. Last week was more focused on the first couple sections, and now we're going to kind of move into the next ones. So the first thing that we're going to do is look at the Battle of Algiers kind of in a whole. There is a little website that you can link to, and I just kind of want to give you the chance to give me a pretty simple summary of what you know about the Battle of Algiers. Not the Algerian War, but this battle, because we're going to specifically look at that as a method of war, particularly focusing on the use of urban guerrilla warfare. And then the day 2 assignment on Tuesday is we're going to look at the effects of the Algerian War as a whole. Now, in addition to this, what we're going to do on Monday and Tuesday is watch this movie that is called The Battle of Algiers. And so it's one of those movies that it used to be free and now you have to buy it. So you're definitely going to need, in order to do the summative, come to class so that you can watch the movie. Because I own it, and we're going to watch it on Amazon Prime. If you want to pay for the movie on your own, to rent it, I think it's like $3, and you have to obviously have an Amazon account or something. Amazon's pretty much the only place I found it. I know that some people have looked in the past and found it elsewhere, but what we're going to be doing is essentially looking at some film reviews and then watching the film and then writing a film review. So you're going to read some of what was done. And what I want you to do is kind of focus on answering one of these 3 questions based on the video. So the idea is that these questions are going to focus how you answer your review. And so it's not so much a review, and kind of the idea of what I want you to do is read these examples and kind of get an understanding of how impactful this video or this film was with relation to the idea of using a state kind of sponsored warfare, but that was dragged into this kind of guerrilla fight. And so it's going to be important that you kind of stick around and see the movie, or at least you watch it, so you have kind of an understanding of why we're spending some time analyzing it as kind of a political resource for understanding kind of a war. One of the reasons that I like to do this assignment is because this section right here, this C, is definitely a focus that people can use when doing a historical investigation. So when we do our IAs eventually, maybe this spring or next year, depending on what happens with distance learning, this is a good little exercise to kind of get ingrained into understanding like how we do or use sources in a historical investigation like a video. And we can use a movie like that. So that's the plan for this week. So please try to make to class this week so that you can watch the video. Basically, each day we're going to start with this little discussion for 20-30 minutes and then watch the film for an hour. It's not more than 2 hours long. So that's it. If you have any questions, please send me an email or a message through Schoology.